Welcome to Light Christian Center's 2-Minute Clinic with Pastor Tim. I want to talk to you today on one of my favorite sections of Scripture, and that's in Matthew chapter 9, verses 18 through 22. And I'm just going to read just a little bit of that today. And suddenly, verse 20, and suddenly a woman who had a flow of blood for 12 years came from behind and touched the hem of his garment. For she said to herself, if only I may touch his garment, I shall be made well. But Jesus turned around, and when he saw her, he said, be of good cheer, daughter, your faith has made you well. And the woman was made well from that very hour. 12 years this woman had an ailment. 12 years she had a sickness. Because of the issue that she had with the flow of blood, by Levitical law, that made her unclean. So she wasn't allowed to be married. She wasn't allowed to have children. And she definitely wasn't allowed to touch anybody, because anything that she touched made her unclean. So she was outside the city. And how she knew about Jesus Christ, I don't know. I can only imagine that other people had talked about it. I can only imagine that she had probably seen other people get healed. And that one day she looked up and seen this crowd following Jesus. And she said to herself, I'm willing to take a chance to be stoned to death in order to get over there and touch Jesus. She especially wasn't allowed to touch him because he was a rabbi. And she did it. She left her place. She sacrificed herself knowing she could possibly die. And she went and she grabbed the hem of Jesus' garment. Now, Jesus' garment was a prayer shawl. And on the prayer shawl, they have all these knots at the bottom. They're called tallits. And when you feel the knots, they spell out the name of Jehovah. So she literally grabbed the name of God, and she was made well. What a testimony. She left everything she had ever known. Sometimes we have to leave things in our life that we've ever known. I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor. Go to the doctors. See what they have to offer. My wife goes to the doctor. It's important that you go to the doctors when you need to go. But what I'm saying is this woman, it took everything she had and she went and touched the hem of Jesus' garment. And that's what I love about Jesus, is Jesus does not halfway heal. It's all or it's nothing. I know there's no guarantee in the Bible that everybody who prays for healing is healed. I know it. There's no scripture to support that. But she was healed. Her faith made her whole. She believed that if she could just touch Jesus, she would be healed. Maybe you need a healing right now in your life. Maybe you're battling drug addiction. Maybe you're battling some other kind of sin. Or maybe you have cancer. It doesn't matter what it is. Do you believe you can be healed? Do you believe that Jesus can heal you? Then go. Touch the hem of his garment. Just reach out with everything you have and say, Jesus, I need you today. Will you be healed? You could be healed. You might be healed. You may be healed in a way that you don't understand. That's what I love about this story. And the other thing is, it didn't mention her name. Nobody knew her name, but we all know that she was healed. And Jesus didn't turn around. He didn't rebuke her. She wasn't stoned because of it, because she was made clean. She was made whole. And I love this story. I love how Jesus heals the brokenhearted. I love how he heals those that are hurting. And you know, she spent everything she had. When you read in Luke's gospel, she spent all her life savings. Could you imagine spending everything you've ever earned in your life on trying to be healed to no avail? She not only was she had to be an outcast outside the city, but she didn't even have money to buy food. She didn't have money to take care of herself because she spent it on doctors trying to heal her. And again, doctors are, in my opinion, are God's miracle workers. So if you get a chance, go read Matthew chapter 9, starting at verse 18 through 22. It's a wonderful story about how this woman was healed, how her faith and trusting God healed her. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed day. See you on Sunday.